Okay, what's up, Neon Maniacs? We're gonna go over the Street Sharks class and a little bit of the Saturday Morning Meltdown book. It's not much to really look at other than the class because a lot of it's still in the Google Doc, and I don't want to spoil adventures and cool stuff that people like to check out. So I'm gonna get right into it. So let me zoom out here a little bit. So there you go. You got the cover, Street Sewer Shark on the front with some neon maniac zombie looking dudes ready to throw down with our heroes. Got the T for teen, 13 and up. I don't know if I haven't decided if I want to keep it covered. I don't know. It's just something to think about. So we're going to look at the back real quick. Got Jawsome, of course. Out of the Sewers. And Beyond Mutated. These fish with attitude, tired of hiding in the shadows, and are ready to kick some fin. Dr. Mind Scrambler's failed experiment is now his greatest foe. Armed to the teeth and an insatiable hunger for burgs and dogs, these two cool for school teens are out for revenge and ready to party. Sewer Sharks rule. Inside this book, you got the Sewer Sharks class. Dr. Mind Scrambler stats for his Point Dexter form and his ultimate form. I'll get into that a little bit. Sugar and crusted cereals to keep your scumdog party going strong. Look for the special prize in the box. Cartoon mode rules. A little added thing. Shark Apocalypse now for level 1 Sewer Sharks or any scum gods. Should be dogs. Well, see, that's why we do this. So, yeah, I don't necessarily know if I want to keep the whatever. I can't say it. I said whatever. It's driving me crazy now. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep that name for the adventure. That's kind of like the placeholder right now. So then you got your Rude Robbie points. Nice little cartoon Sewer Shark. It's made for Neon Lords, of course. Animated violence. Scan that UPC. It's awesome. 6-way play. It's not a solo adventure, but we still have it look like the Mega Drive Genesis tapes. Alright. So that's the front and back. Back to change. More to be added. Surely. And don't know if I'm going to keep that name for the adventure. The adventure idea is, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not even going to really talk about it other than it's designed for a party of all Street Sharks. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so we get into the Saturday Morning Meltdown. This is where like all the information, more writing about it, and then, you know, like the credits and all that. You know, the Mustafa art, of course. Gotta shout out Moose, doing a fantastic job. And then he did the art for this one, of course. Moose is the man with the plan. He deals with my ridiculous requests all the time. So, alright, so Operation Jaws. Juvenile aggressive warrior sharks. One of Dr. Mind Scrambler's infamous experiments was to turn gutter snipe teens into mindless shark hybrid soldiers to do his bidding. Fortunately, the teens were just too cool for school, resulting in some bad-mouthed mama jammas who play by their own rules. Should be played by their own rules, so another typo. The project was scrapped and the shark teens were flushed to death, but they managed to escape and found refuge in the sewers. Now they must take up adventuring to pay for their extreme addiction to hamburgers and hot dogs. Because the sewer sharks were, Street Sharks like their hamburgers. Because, you know, Ninja Turtles like pizza. I talk about it when I opened up that box of Street Shark cards. Alright, so they got a base movement speed of 35 feet, 50 in water. Their weapons and armor. The top-heavy body stops them from using any humanoid-shaped armor. Fortunately, their mutated shark skin is tough from living in the radioactive sewers, granting them an AC base of 12. So they don't start with that 9 base like every other class does. So that's pretty cool. And you can improvise, and they can improvise armor. Sewer sharks can use any melee weapons, but cannot use any missile weapons, for the mutated shark hands cannot manipulate the triggers and etc. So that's kind of like the payoff, right? Like they can't wear like cool armor. They have to improvise armor. They have to use melees. They can't use missile attacks. It's just that art is so awesome. It's one of my favorites that we've done so far. All right, so starting equipment, you get to choose your shark type. We'll look at in the next page. 2 single-handed melee weapons or of choice, or 1 two-handed melee weapon. An ancient scroll that's been sealed for 10 billion years. What could be on it? More attitude, you can shake a stick at. They automatically get a +3 to attitude. 1d 10 times 10. Starting teeth. They do not start with gold, so that's an interesting thing. I mean, they got a mouthful of teeth, you know? So, yeah. So the big takeaway here is, too, that it's got to get added is that they do not get a hairstyle because, I mean, like, they're a shark. So, I don't know. Actually, kind of thinking about it, it would be kind of cool to see, like, a mohawked shark or something. So, I don't know. I'm still debating that. Don't worry about that. That needs to get fixed. So, your shark choices. Dr. Mind Scrambler used a bunch of different types of shark DNA for Operation Jaws. Choose what type of shark you would like to have been mutated to or into. Great white shark gives you a +2 to the sewer shark's brain score. Chat. Sup, Skunkworks. What do I use for the layout? I use InDesign. Always. It was easy because I've done a lot on Photoshop. So like going from Photoshop to InDesign was really like easy. It's really hot. You can probably hear my fan going. It's like dying up here. What's up? So did the ape class come out yet? I don't want to miss that either. Yep, the ape class is available on Drive-Thru RPG right now for a whopping $1. 1 human token will get you that, and it comes with the party beholder that is like the sworn enemy of the ape warlord. So punishment 90, go for it, go grab it. Alright, so great white shark adds +2 to the sewer shark's brain score. Hammerhead Shark, battering ram head. Headbutt attack deals 1d6 damage and knocks the target back 5 feet. Tiger Shark, you get additional +5 feet speed, an additional +1 to the sewer shark's AC just because they're on rollerblades and they can dodge some attacks. The Whale Shark, Big Slamoo, adds +2 to the sewer shark's burliness score. So pretty straightforward. 4 different sharks. Sweet. Rad abilities. So the sewer shark has adapted to the radioactive sewers of Neoterra XX. That's how you say it. I've heard a lot of different things, but it is in canon Neoterra XX, in case you're wondering. This inhospitable environment may kill many, but the sewer sharks have thrived. Yep. And the thing, keep forgetting to add, is the Neoterra sewer system is called the Bowl, BOWL, slang term. So I gotta add that too, of course. So let's see. Rad ability: burgers and dogs. Consuming any hamburger or hot dog to replenish health grants an additional 1d6 hit points. Forget your veggies, kid. It worked for the sewer sharks. And of course, you got a shark attack. Massive shark mouths come with some advantages. Sewer shark can spend 1 frenzy point. Oh yeah, so they're class-based ability points called frenzy. I don't know where oh yeah, okay, so all the frenzy stuff's down there. So yeah, so you can spend a frenzy point to make a bite attack with their massive mouth, dealing 1d8 bleeding damage. Spend an additional frenzy point to make it a bonus action. You can spend 2 frenzy points to bite and attack. Shark alert. So through some kind of electroreception, use some type of sonar waves that allow them to detect nearby movement up to 50 feet away. This ability works up to 50 feet below them as well. So you can detect nearby movement up to 50 feet. So that's pretty awesome. Because that's that's canon to the street sharks actually, which is weird. Okay, so Goon Toss. Using their massive mutated muscles, the sewer shark can spend 1 frenzy point to pick up a nearby, within 5 feet, enemy of 1 hit dice or less and throw them 15 feet. They splatter if they hit a floor, wall, or ceiling. If they hit another enemy, they deal damage equal to the tossed goon's HP to the target. So, as everyone knows, if you watch me or this channel, remember rocks. Gotta get that radical heavy metal shark in there. Oh yeah, rocks. Hell yeah. Surfing the ball, exactly. Yep. Yeah. So, Goon Toss. If you play with me, it's always gonna deal 6 damage because I never write anything down, and I never know what anybody's hit points are. A little secret. I just guess. Putrid lifestyle. Living in the sewers has its advantages. Yeah, in the bowl I'll put. Swimming in the filth of the mega cities for most of their lives grants sewer sharks immunity to vile damage. You can't mutate what's already mega mutated. Makes sense. Alrighty. So, it's actually interesting, this coming up. So at 5th level, big beefy sharks get bigger and beefier. The ooze coursing through the sewer sharks make them faster, stronger, and smarter, adding +2 to burliness, prowess, and brains. Then they become a metal muncher. Strong jaws through extreme workouts. And that sweet ooze mutating the sewer shark further has caused them the ability to chew through metal. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let me get back to you on the anything have one that less than 1 hit dice. I want to say there's either in the book half a hit dice, or it didn't make the book, but there's places where half hit dice exist somewhere in something eventually or now. I don't know. So, yeah, theoretically you can do 1 hit dice or less. Plus, NPCs mostly just have 1 hit point. Hardcore DNA. Hyper evolution fueled by the ooze gains the street shark an additional +1 to their AC and additional 1d4 hit points each level, including the 5th once they hit 5th. So here's an interesting section. We got the little shark in the little bottom again, the cute little shark from the back. Masters of Death. So this is this will work for all classes. This is at 10th level. What happens when a character hits 10th level? All classes may achieve the title Master of Death. Once a character reaches 10th level, they may seek out one with the title of Master of Death and beat them or best them in one-on-one combat. If they win, they gain the title and a few abilities bestowed upon them. Immune to being surprised, immune to critical hits. Any fumble is now a critical. So Masters of Death can easily be identified by the bandanas they wear, adorned with a skull and a dagger in its mouth, and the fact they are all loudmouth braggarts. Note, all Masters of Death receive the abilities above, even the one the player attempts to kill. So, I might expand upon that a little bit. I haven't decided yet, but the Masters of Death, 10th level for all classes, because we got their rad abilities, and at 5th level every character changes, but I figured at 10th level, let everybody have something cool. I'd love to see a 10th level war wizard with that. Crazy. Would be awesome. Alright, so class-based ability, Frenzy, Craze, Mutated. Sewer sharks run on one thing and one thing only, Frenzy. When there is blood in the water, a shark will play. The sewer shark can spend Frenzy points to alter any combat-related roll and any roll involving brilliance. That's what a lot of people never figured out, is that you could spend points to alter any, a lot of times it's class-related rolls. So in the case of the street shark, you can add to alter any combat related roll. So if you miss an attack, you can still add it to hit that attack. I know I think war wizards can, but certain things do. You got to read carefully. There's a lot of stuff. I get it. The book's 250 pages. I don't remember half the shit that's in there either. So but yeah, just if you're playing a character, definitely keep that in mind too, because there's a lot of times you can spend points that nobody spends. All right, so see, yeah, for sewer sharks mythical points, see, I copy and paste the Bruticorn one everywhere, so that's got to get fixed too, because that's got to be Frenzy. All right, so Frenzy class, basically, let's see, Leaking Ooze, the green colored. I'm not going to read them all, obviously, because that's half the fun, I'm not going to take the fun away. it is not final. There's some things that I want to like fix and change up a little bit. So this is kind of like my working class. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So leaking ooze, draining out of them. Yeah. So a lot of the things, they'll get penalties to their brains, burliness, and prowess, or actually get mutated. I know it says that you can't mutate what's already mega mutated, but I break the rules. So, yep, transform to enemy, can mutate. So, like, the less frenzy points they get, the more possibility of them becoming mutated and losing actual ability. So, like, that's the big trade-off. Like, they're huge, like, hulking dudes. So, there's a couple questions. So, it's like the number one head and two. Yep, exactly. Afro Samurai is definitely kind of where I got the idea. Let's see. So cool will be available hardcover. So can I come with a bandana with a skull knife on it? Hardcover, I don't know because I don't know how many pages it's actually gonna be. Bandana would be awesome. That'd be super cool. But yeah, what was I talking about? Chat got me off track. Yeah. So what was I reading? Yeah. So mutated can mutate them. Oh, and then number 12 on the Frenzy class is always something good, so they regain their Frenzy points. If you look at every single class, number 12 is a good thing. And then obviously they get flushed. Their advancement table, get +1/+1. Grit is 14. Figured, I mean, since you're living in the sewers, you got a fairly low grit. I might change that agility because that it doesn't really add up for the Tiger Shark. Because why would his agility, if he gets a bonus in agility, why would it go down? Oh, see, you're what, 19? Yeah. Yep. Dr. Mind Scrambler gets him back, Sewer Shark, to join the side of the baddies attacking the party. But yeah, so agility, I might just bump those all down 1, I feel like that 16 across the board. I think I had more in mind along the lines of the more burly ones, but you know, I can adjust that a little bit. Resolve, start 16, pretty standard array. Death 14, a little low. They do a pretty decent XP. They're to the max. Sewer Shark to the max. It's all here. Sentient puddle of slime. Yes. Don't know why that's there. All right. Let's see what the chat's saying. So let's see. Maybe you can compile a few of the new classes in the soft cover with a special deluxe Master of Death headband edition. Maybe have that for the next big supplement collection. Yeah. So like that's an idea for sure. Is compiling all the classes into like a class compendium like the Seeker class eventually when everybody finds it. Because that's fun too, is finding that. It's a possibility. I guess I never thought about making this a hardcover because I didn't think people would be interested. Alright, Sewer Shark with the new to the max seal of approval. So, devastating causes daze next turn. Vile Bile. Sewer Shark's septic lifestyle causes the attack deal additional 1d6 vile damage. Normal stuff. Sweep the leg. Makes a quick snack. I know a lot of them, they gain sustenance through eating their enemies. So you gain like some Jaws of Life. You get some hit points back. Fantastic. Deals additional bleeding damage. Shark. Yeah, bites them. No sweat. Sewer Shark deals an explosive attack, crushing bones, dealing additional 1d10 damage. Sewer Shark gains back 1d10 frenzy points. The sound of bones crunching is very inspirational. The Royal Flush. Well, such low-hanging fruit with these. Sewer Shark tosses the target into the closest manhole. So dealing a fantastic 1d12 additional damage. Target must spend the next turn crawling out of the manhole if alive. So I took a lot of liberties with that one for sure because it's like, well, I mean, is there always going to be like a manhole? Yes. If you're rolling that, you're gonna always have a manhole right there. I mean, realistically, what are the odds of 20 to 14? It's got to be low. So I would say a manhole could be there. Help me out, bro. Sewer Shark busts out from underneath the target. Yeah, so like that's like in the cartoon they always swim through concrete. That's like they swim underneath them from like in the concrete, bite them from below. Kick some serious fins, some skull cracking, feeding frenzy, shark dive, and course, Jawsome as an actual 2020. Alright, so Devious Dr. Mind Scrambler. We're almost done. People find in the secret class. Awesome. We're almost done because I took out a lot of stuff just because I didn't want to spoil anything. Especially like people like reading the adventures or running it. And I don't want to... No spoilers. But I wanted to go over the class because class is cool. So, Devious Dr. Mind Scrambler, not much is known about the past of the Doctor. Rumors say he worked hand in hand with Terror X, the Techno-Lich, and the Council of Pain, perfecting their molecular meltdown serum, which granted them immortality. So, it's a big thing right there. At the end of the battle, it said that the President pardoned Dr. Mind Scrambler in exchange for him coming and working for Detroit Prime. Working for the government, the Doctor has been involved in numerous top-secret projects. Most notably is Operation Jaws, which created the race of genetically enhanced super-mutant crime-fighting shark hybrids, the sewer sharks. Devil to some, angels to the other. Others, Dr. Mind Scrambler skirts the line between law and chaos. Some of his creations have regressed the humanoid race, while others have tried to destroy it. So, definitely an interesting character. So, Dr. Mind Scrambler, alignment neutral. I don't know if I feel about that. 30-foot movement class. He's got armor class of 9. 15 when he's in his mecha armor. He's got a 1 hit dice. He's got a weapon or Mind Scrambler for an attack. Damage. See the weapon, obviously. Grit. 12. Agility 14. Resolve 10. Death 8. Special. Mind Scrambler. Mecha Metal. Multiple forms. So as to the max, he can summon minions, 1d4 Slimenoids, come show up, and then if he rolls a 2020, Mega Summons, 1d4 Chuds show up. So it's Mind Scramble. Using his cybernetic eye, Dr. Mind Scrambler is able to alter the actions of a target he can see within 15 feet. On a failed resolve saving throw, Dr. Mind Scrambler can choose an effect that lasts until the check condition phase on the next turn. I didn't add them because... I'm going to add some extra ones and some in the book. Let's see. Also, these shark puns are fantastic. Can't wait for the full release so I can sink my teeth into it. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're going to do a shark, you should do a street shark, sewer shark thing, and you're not doing, shark puns, you're doing it wrong. So, yeah. So, he can Mind Scramble. He's going to add a bunch of effects. He's got Mecha Metal. Like I was saying, I didn't want to add a lot to this. I took out a lot because I wanted to save some. So multiple forms. So his molecular meltdown serum version X enables Dr. Scrambler the ability to transform into any creep in the stuff to slay section with 3 hit dice or less. When transformed, he still maintains his original hit points, which that's stupid. I'm going to change that because he only has 1. Actually, I might make his hit dice higher because he's essentially immortal, right? So even though he's like a Poindexter dweeb, he's going to have a lot of hit points. And then the Slimenoids I took out because I don't want, like I was saying. So, yeah. Oh, don't read that. That's about the, whatever. So, that's alright. This is kind of like, so Dr. Mind Scrambler has poisoned the water supply, turning all of Detroit Prime into mindless sludge slaves. It's up to the scumdogs to retrieve the antidote and pump it back into the municipal waterworks. That may or may not be the adventure. Oh, alright. So, there's something else I forgot. So, in addition to the, yeah, he is definitely a boss battle, so I'm gonna pump him up. So, in addition to Dr. Mind Scrambler and all his goons and stuff, the Snake Men are about to break loose onto Neoterra XX, like King Hiss, like all those awesome 80s snake toys. This is actually the Ninja Turtle toy, Scale Tail, but we're calling him Laser Tail, I think. I don't remember, I have to look. So, but hidden deep in the planet lies a massive civilization of snake men. Once the rulers of Neoterra XX, in times before the flesh gods, they were banished from the surface only to plot their inevitable return to take back what is rightfully theirs. So that's definitely a little secret I forgot that was in the back. I wasn't going to show, but there you go. There's a little Snake Men revolt coming. And the cereals and all the extra Saturday morning stuff I kept out because I want to show it off not right now. So, yep, that's basically the Saturday Morning Meltdown Sewer Shark class. There's a couple typos I gotta fix. I'd say it's like 80% where I like it. There's a lot of like little tweaks I want to do. So if anybody's got any questions or comments, I will listen to chat for a second. Other than that, so okay. Two snakes coming together, facing each other, but they're one, with a sun and a moon below. Interesting. I don't know. You guys have to find out. But yeah. Yeah, I just hate the delay in the chat versus the video, because then I just sit around and absolutely talk about nothing. So, but yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. There's no sense just sitting around. I'm hot. So, yep. Well, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate everybody watching. Well, I can talk about it a little bit. So, we got... Now I want to do a Sewer Shark Conan character named John Ann. Oh, well, can they share their mutated blood to some other character? Interesting. I don't see why not. You just got to roll on the mutated table, because most humanoids aren't well equipped to handle mutated blood. So, Sewer Shark Conan character named John Ann. Oh, you're welcome for the preview. I'm glad I got to put it out. John Ann, I would say, multi-class. When multi-classing becomes a thing, Cosmic Barbarian, Sewer Shark class, perfect for John Ann. So a big thing is August is the Kickstarter for the second printing, which is going to be the same book. I know, like, everyone thinks like it's going to be a second edition. It's not a second edition. It's literally like I ran out of books. I got enough books to sustain me through a couple conventions I got going on this summer, local conventions. So we need more books, because like I got to spread the holy word of Lord Randy as far reaching as I possibly can get it, right? So setting up a second Kickstarter for a second printing. And the only things that are different is it's a quality of life upgrade, because there's a lot of cringy typos that got passed, because it's a long story. Maybe someday I'll sit and talk about the trials and tribulations of printing a book, which is by yourself, which is a nightmare. So there's a lot of stuff I want to change in there. There's some murky language. Like I want to like fix up like character creation a little bit. I want to do a like a weapon pattern, like weapon shot to better explain cone damage. I think like with shotguns and like all that stuff, like spread and all that. So I might do like a contra overhead thing that kind of like shows the patterns and stuff. Would be kind of cool. So I kind of want to do that. I mean, I can do whatever I want theoretically, but I want to keep it as close to the regular book as I can, because it's not fair to the people who bought it originally. But anyway, so yeah, so there's some quality of life updates I want to do. The cringeworthy edit stuff, change it, make it look perfect, because like this is like once it gets to this is like the second printing. It's going to be how the book's going to be until another edition, which who knows if it will happen. So yeah, and then the big thing, I might as well just spoil a little bit here too. So all the adventures and all the Kickstarter, I don't have a copy I can easily get to. All the Kickstarter like standees and tiles in the back are getting cut, and in its place, all the adventures and all that, in its place is going to be an adventure / supplement to where you can do multiple different adventures in this area. I don't know what that's called. I would assume it's like a campaign setting maybe, but it's called Space Bulk, BULK. So essentially it was a giant space freighter that hit the Chaos Winds, and all the muscle supplements inside melded with the Chaos Winds and all the people inside, and made them into these giant burly mutant creatures. And like there's still like a bunch of like other like freight and like tech and drugs to go and steal, and everybody wants it, so there could be like rival factions getting them and all that stuff. So basically gonna have a cool like cutout of the space bulk. I don't remember the name of it, the ship itself, but there is a name for it. So that's like what's gonna take the spot of all the 3 adventures that are in there and the supplements and stuff. But other than that, like, that's it. There's like not much gonna be like fully changed. Like, there's no erratas. Goddamn, Gellerpox affected. Yeah, creatine creations, exactly. That's exactly. So yeah, so like I know like another big thing is, which I've done in the I've updated the PDFs, is converting everything to tokens. Everything's going to cost a minimum of a 1 gold piece or more. No like silver pieces, because it doesn't really make sense in the setting. So it's all tokens. That's a big thing. So like that's like the only like big change. And there's just some stuff I forgot to like stat here and there that's nobody said anything about. So they didn't find it, so I found it. But yeah, so other than that, and then it's the big thing is a Dusk Jacket. So the book is going to be hardcover again, 250-ish pages, if not a little bit more maybe, with the space bulk. Dusk Jacket, a hidden adventure. So there will be another adventure. It'll be hidden somewhere, like the hidden class, but not like the hidden class. It'll be different this time. It's not going to be the exact same way to find it, excuse me. And then the Dusk Jacket and then the inner art are going to be different. So, of course, in true headache fashion that I like to do, it's going to be 2 completely different art pieces. I know Moose posted like what we're working on. It's more of like an epic battle with some good guys and baddies. Let's see. Punishment 90 says, I'll definitely will put in for the new revised book. I always love my collection editions, but now it can sit and not get ruined from table play. That's true. It's more of a this is going to be it. This is the table edition. You can spill all the glug chug you want on it and no one will judge you for it. But yeah, and then you can just take off the Dusk Jacket on it and it's ready to go, and it's got different art on the book, so you can't beat it. But yeah, so more information on that. I know that was a long-winded explanation, but I figured it was a good place to put it. I've been kind of talking about it, but not really. So, and then Friday is going to be a Wax Packs Massacre. I don't know the details on what we're going to open, but I'll get to that. But with that being said, I don't really think I have anything else. I don't know when this book is going to come out. It was supposed to come out in April, and I mean, it's June 1st tomorrow, and I'm just talking about it now, so take that what you will. The biggest problem is the second printing has pushed a lot of stuff back. I mean, like, the book, we were supposed to do Deities and Demi Bros, like a bigger expansion of the gods, the wrestling gods, and then more classes, more like clerical classes when it comes to the wrestling gods and stuff like that. But that got pushed. And then Hack and Thrash, the vehicle supplement, got pushed because of the second printing. Because it's like, what's the point of putting all these supplements out if I don't have books to sell, the core rule books to sell, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we'll do good. What does the NT on the Shark's belt stand for? Neoterra. Duh. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, like, so, like, it doesn't make sense to keep pushing out product for books that don't exist. So, I mean, it's a good problem to have. I'm not complaining whatsoever. Like, very happy, very blessed that we've come this far, and like, there's demand for another. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like exactly. Punishment 90 says it makes sense to revise the rules and then have more supplements. Yeah. So once this, and then the best part is about this, the book's already written. And the making it better isn't going to take that long. So essentially, like, once everything gets put in, August hits, we get the money and it goes right to printing and then shipped out. So I mean, like, it's a win-win. and then like I want to try to get this supplement out at the same time, and maybe I know like I wasn't gonna do Kickstart or stretch goals this time because like last time that was like the biggest nightmare, and I don't know, like what's going on with like paper shortages and stuff. I don't know. I might do this one as one. I haven't decided yet. Like you'll have to convince me. But we're going to get a ribbon in this book because like every book with a ribbon in it is super classy, right? So gotta have a ribbon marker, book marker. So that's definitely going to go in, even if I have to pay for it out of my pocket. I want a neon ribbon. God damn it. We're going to be classy. And smell of rich mahogany. So, yeah. That's basically my spiel. I figured I tried to talk about it on other shows, but everybody gets excited and talk about other things, so we couldn't really sit down and have a fireside chat. So I think I could probably reach out to some friends on the BAMF podcast to have you on to show around Kickstarter. Yeah. To promote the game, and they are cool guys. Yeah, I'm always down. Just let me know, Punishment 90. I will talk to anybody about anything, anywhere. If you guys are in the area, AnchorCon in August, I have a panel. I'm going to be talking about stuff. Don't know what I'm going to talk about yet, but I mean, I just talked for 38 minutes straight, and I could keep going because people are still watching. So, what do you want to talk about? I'll be there. I haven't decided what I want to do. I have a con in literally 2 weeks, and I have nothing for it yet except for my pinball machine. You can win a free copy of the book. There's like, I think I'm going to put like 4 in there, and there's a bunch of different random toys. Buck a spin, I think that's pretty cool. Like people with gambling addictions, I'm going to take their money, hopefully, so we can get some more product out there. And there's some keychains I got made for it, and some stickers, posters. There's going to be some posters available. If you can see the blacklight poster behind me, can win that. Go buy it on Black Rainbow. I know the poster's ridiculously expensive, but it's quality. But yeah, I mean, that's the big thing. If you have any questions, so there's more. So any word on getting some Neon Lords miniatures in the future? So that's a good question. So I don't know. That's a hard question. It's a good question, but a hard question. So I really need to look in finding a place that can do it to where I would like it, because I have a 3D printer, and like I don't like how they look like in anybody's 3D printer, like home 3D printers. I want it to have that. What's up, Midnight Green? I know who you are in real life. I want it to have, like the Games Workshop look and feel. Like, so let's see. So Wasteman is a game from the UK, and the figures, I have to look at my hold on. So the figures are still pewter. Like that's a dude holding the guitar. Like if I can get this, I will do Neon Lords. I don't sculpt, let's see if I have any other. Yeah, it's like here's another like Wasteman one, right? Like a dude in a hazmat suit. You probably can't really tell. I'm like awful at this. Just holding like a semi-automatic, like a little Mac 11. Yeah, see that's the thing. I want that old school Necromunda, like Rogue Trader era Games Workshop look to the minis. So like, what kind of like market is there for that? I don't know. It's something that's like Moose is in that realm, like more in the miniature gaming realm than I am. So like he's kind of like my like subject matter expert when it comes. Yeah, Midnight Green, Wasteman. They're out of the UK. I hit them up like last year, or like April last year. They had a sale, and I bought like 30 minis in the book. Yeah, that's the problem, Punishment. It would be a Kickstarter in itself is just the minis. So like, I don't know. I want to, because spoiler alert, we got another, like there's another game in the mix called Escape the Murder Maze, which is a it's like set in the Neon Lords world, but it's a 1 to 10 player deathmatch mini skirmish game, like a mini tabletop skirmish game, kind of like Necromunda style, Frostgrave, but you're just one versus 10. Like you're essentially playing Doom slash Necromunda on a table, and there's a bunch of like wild pickup, like wild power up cards and stuff. And that got pushed in the back burner because of the second printing, of course, too. So Escape the Murder Maze would be awesome with minis. So like that's another incentive to do them. So we'll see. But yeah, so I'll let it sit for a second, let all that information fill, and see what chat says. And if nothing else, 10 people watching. I'm sure people have some questions. Talk a lot. But yeah, it's like Warzone, Mortalis, Quake 3, Arena skirmish game. Yeah, it's exactly Warzone, Mortalis, Quake 3 Arena skirmish game. Exactly. And then add in a little Mordheim, right? Just to yeah, you missed all the character details. About 40 minutes too late. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's okay. Cooking dinner. I understand. Once this Midnight Green, once I'm done, it'll be up, so you can just watch it. Yeah, exactly. See, it's all good. Yeah. So, yeah, one of the good things about Escape the Murder Maze too is like, remember those like gumball machine like sticky hands that you'd like fling and like hit the wall with? I know like one of the power ups is like a giant one of those where you can snag like all the power ups and weapons and everything are to be on like cards. You know, obviously you can like steal the player's weapon, because you can only carry like a pistol, like a knife, and then like a regular gun. It's like, you know, modern first person shooter style, not like carry everything. So I really like that one. And there's like foobar cards that can happen, like obviously like ridiculous shit happens over the top, and then like terrain's going to be added, and jump high boots and all that, you know, typical stuff. So like Smash TV, like one of the dudes looks like he's straight out of Smash TV. So I mean, we got a lot of art for it and everything too. It's just, you know, everything got pushed, unfortunately, but that's a good thing. Got a lot of stuff. Oh, obviously gonna have a BFG in there. Yeah, that'll be an awesome looking card too. Like the card art can have like the gun like 80% of the artwork, like in like a Rob Liefeld looking like Cable X-Force gun, and then like the dude like barely holding it like in 25% of it, like knees shaking and everything. It'd be hilarious. With a little, you know, little paranoia humor added to it. I always like that RPG. And I'm, you know, obsessed with 90s Games Workshop, so of course. See, I'll show you how obsessed I am. I guess I won't. Usually I have my copy of Rogue Trader right there. Oh, yeah, I moved it because the kids were up here and I was afraid. So yeah, let me make sure. That's how obsessed I am. I got my Rogue Trader copy right here. This thing is a trove. If you've never looked at it, I highly recommend not obviously buying this because it's stupid priced, but like getting a PDF, checking out Rogue Trader. You'll see a lot of stuff. I know. I always plug that Rogue Trader book. So, yep. Escape the Murder Maze. Let's see, what other stuff? I don't know. I don't remember. Well, Midnight Green, you're in luck because I'll just do a quick scan while I wait for other comments, questions. Oh, so here we go. So Res Nova Games is bringing back Warzone Eternal. They just postponed their Kickstarter, but dude, check it out. They're going for straight 80s miniature style and everything. I will check that out. Warzone Eternal. So Midnight Green, while I look, here's a quick summary there is Super Shark totally Jawsome. I think I wrote Jawsome about 80 times in here. So I'm obviously you'll catch up, but just to give you a look at how awesome it is. And the Sewer Shark to the max table. Yeah, Warzone Eternal, that sounds awesome. I can't wait to check it out. Would love to do a like a Neon Lords skirmish. I don't know if you were familiar with Mutant Chronicles. Oh, I didn't know they were. Well, I'm excited it's coming back with them. Oh, what are they coming back? I have the Mutant Chronicles board game. They coming back with like the RPG. I know there's like a Sega game, and actually I have some Mutant Chronicles cards from the collectible card game to open. I don't think I've opened any yet. So, oh, I probably shouldn't keep it on that, because then people are gonna read it and then spoil it. Oh, well, now you're killing me. Warzone Eternal. It's Mutant Chronicles tabletop war game that was out back in the day. Yeah, I'm going to have to track down a copy of that. I got the Siege of the Citadel, Citadel Siege, something Citadel Mutant Chronicles board game. It's pretty cool. I haven't really dug it out. Snagged it on eBay because it looked cool. I haven't really looked at it yet. I'm in the middle of I moved, so like all my stuff is just still kind of in boxes and piles of, so it was one of the things that it was like one of the first packages I got here, so I didn't get a chance to open it yet. But yeah, Warzone Eternal sounds sick, and that Brotherhood and the Necro Mutants, good stuff. Yep, you know way more about Mutant Chronicles than I do, which I've always wanted to know more about Mutant Chronicles. It's just one of those IPs that always had stuff, but then like you never knew exactly like what it was. I know there's like an RPG and stuff, but it's one of those things I just never, unfortunately, ever got into. So, yeah. Any let's see, any requests? Anybody want to see something specific in a game or product? Gotta peace out. Catch you later, bro. I'll talk to you later. I'm sure I'll see you in the chat soon here. I'll be there for sure to back all those amazing ideas and game concept. I'm not a miniatures fan, but the Young Lord's lore, if they can glow in the dark with a glow. Oh, bro. I'm obsessed with anything that glows in the dark. So if I can make it glow in the dark, I will make it glow in the dark. Like, hands down. I've been trying to... Oh, man, glow in the dark Uzi map? Come on. Now you're speaking my language. Like, I just, like, everything glow in the dark is sick. And, like, and then, like, the big scratch and sniff story. I don't know if I ever told it on air. Like, I legitimately did get, like, all the samples and everything to get scratch and sniff like goblin guts or goblin farts or something, like stickers, Neon Lord stickers made. And then they sent me all the stuff, and I said I want like the gross ones, you know, I need to make the gross smells. And then they were all gross, all through them. There's like fish, and I couldn't even tell you what else anymore. I have them somewhere, but then I wanted all three of the bad smells together. I wanted the sticker to smell like the worst smell possible, like to where people would like either throw it away and regret buying it, or just like wear it with a badge of honor and make everybody smell it when they get to their house. But they never responded back. They must have thought I was like trolling them or a joke. So then of course, like when you have like 150 different projects and different ideas going on at once, like it fell to the wayside because they didn't get back to me. So I'm still going to make... I mean, I have the means. I know how to make them. And they were surprisingly cheap to make, the scratch and sniff stickers. So it might happen. It's like, it's there. It's a possibility. I might try a different company. So, yeah. So would you ever think about Spelljammer style supplement? Taking the Scumdogs into space. You need to do a Space Crusader style class for it. And that's an old school Rogue Trader Space Marine. Yep. Know all about Space Crusade. It is the Hero Quest that made it into the 40K, which I've been dying for a copy, but obviously like they're expensive in the States if even hard, and pretty hard to find. So, Spelljammer style, yeah, of course. Like take Neon or Scumdogs into space. Can we get a physical copy of the Sewer Shark? Damn it, Midnight Green, you showed up late. I talked about that. No, so yeah, it's a possibility. Like I was saying, it might be a Kickstarter stretch goal, or I might just get them made. I haven't decided. Like the problem was like, no, you're good. The problem was like, Mixam, however you say it. They've, I mean, with this like paper shortage and everything, like they've gone their price and the inflation and everything, and they've gone quite off the charts with their pricing. So like, when it was easy and when I made the Thirsty for More ones, it was like really cheap to make a bunch of them, and they were awesome. Like the soft cover, versions, or I like them a lot. I'm pretty happy with them. So like, I don't know. I'd have to gauge like if people were actually interested. Like if it wasn't a stretch goal, if people would be interested in buying them. So something I would have to definitely consider. I consider it. I mean, I'll do pretty much anything if people are interested. Man, now you got me thinking about it. Uzi map inflation. Yeah, I know. I don't want to get into like too many politics, but yeah, everyone's feeling the inflation burn, of course. But I mean, that's I don't mind. If we got to stick to PDFs until we get out of it or something. Like the ideas are there. It's just me thinking it up and writing it, laying it out. I do the layout, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, exactly. Regardless of the side, like politics aside, it's terrible. Everybody can agree with that. Like especially. All right, I don't want to talk about this. God damn it! This is supposed to be like fun. Now you're bringing me down. I'm all upset now. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, like worst case scenario, we just stick to PDF only for a while, or I can do take it to Staples, print it out yourself, until then, like kind of like a little underground zine style. We're going to be here. Well, I'm not going anywhere, I got billion and one ideas, and as long as people want to buy them, I'm all about making it. Also, thank you for doing black and white. You make printing PDFs easier when getting physical stuff is a pain right now. Yeah, exactly. So it was a conscious effort or a conscious decision to do interior black and white, specifically to print stuff on your own, and obviously that old school feel. Like I love black and white interiors. Like I don't think I'm honestly ever gonna do a color interior. Like I did some stuff, and I just don't like how it looks. Nice secret class printed out is probably like a beautiful thing. I would love to see that. But yeah, like black and white interiors to me is like everything. Like it goes back to Rope Trader. First time chatter, the man geek. Love the look of the book. Black and white works. Yeah, it works with the feel and like the aesthetics of it. I'm always gonna stick to black and white. There isn't any reasons for it. Just drives up costs. Exactly. Like to print like what I did in color would have been astronomically expensive. And yeah, Swords and Chaos did a black and white interior for their rule book, and it's so old school and beautiful. Swords and Chaos, I'll have to look it up. Oh, the man geek is the chief librarian from Alexandria. Hello. So I gotta get back on your show. We gotta run some more. I gotta chit chat over there. I'm just talking to myself. I appreciate it. Now you guys got like 3 copies in the library. I know. I donated one. I think I don't remember, 3 or 4 maybe. So yeah, I don't remember what I was even talking about. Oh yeah, black and white interiors. Yeah, it's like it's gonna stay. It's not going anywhere. It's cheaper to make, and I think it looks a billion times better. Like there's some on my personal special edition copy. Nice. There's yeah, I did some like stuff that's like color, and I don't like how it looks. Long story short, which helps to me. like figure out what to talk about, because I'm literally talking to myself, just watching the chat go by, commenting on it. So yeah, Saturday Morning Meltdown. I'm excited for it to come out. I'm excited to see like the adventure being all Street Shark centric, you know. But I mean, obviously you can do it with any class you want. But yeah, Street Shark, like a whole like 4 Street Sharks running around is gonna be a bit ridiculous, and I love it. So yeah. Yep. Excellent stuff. It's a good little AMA. Like, I could do this every night. I need to. I'm close to actually getting the affiliate on the old Twitch. Also, gotta shout out the indie OSR RPG community. Everyone is so damn nice and helpful. I don't want to shit on the D&D 5e community, but I've met much welcoming people here and elsewhere. Yep. OSR RPG community is a very interesting one. Very nice, very helpful people. 5e, I don't know. 5e is an interesting thing. I think a lot of it has to do with just people. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. Yeah, it can be catty. I think it's part of the Mercer effect, too. I think, honestly. So, let's see. The Man Geek, your art style is spot on. The game is fun, and it hits tons of buttons for many people. I get dudes in their 50s loving it, and people in their 20s. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, that's a big thing, too. Like, a lot of people, like, were doubting it in the beginning. Like, well, it's too niche. Like, people, like, kids aren't going to understand it. But a lot of kids definitely, like, well, kids, I say kids, but in their 20s, kids to me, like, they definitely, like it, too, you know? So let's see. 5e is very cutty, if that makes sense. And I'll say, yeah, exactly. We're about to go live here on Twitch. Talk to you soon. Thanks for stopping in. Once I'm done, I'll head over there and I will be in that chat. So I appreciate it, Chief Librarian. I will talk to you soon. I should be. I'll get about an hour here. Dang, I'm surprised I talked for a whole hour by myself. It's very interesting. Interesting stuff. But I think retro is very cool right now. So yeah, I think retro is always cool. It's just like it always depends on the era too. Because I was thinking about this the other day. Because look at like in the 80s. I think I probably talked about it on Ravioli for Andy, which the younger kids are digging the 80s, 90s throwbacks. Yeah, exactly. So like Ravioli for Andy, if you don't check it out, it's one of the shows I do on here. Yeah, Stranger Things is popular for a reason. It's massive. So, like, if you really think about it in the 80s, right? Like, the people our age in the 80s grew up in the 50s. That's why, like, Back to the Future, he goes back to the 50s. There's, like, a resurgence in, like, Scooby-Doo and, like 50s and 60s stuff. You know, did you ever notice that? Like, why was Three Stooges randomly popular, like, back in the 80s? And stuff like that. And then Twilight Zone, like, why was... I definitely talked about it in Ravioli for Andy. Like, Twilight Zone marathons all the time. And, like, the Disney, like... Tower of Terror, like who in their right mind like greenlit a Twilight Zone themed ride in the 90s? Well, it's because that was like nostalgic, I think, for them. I mean, that's my take. Like I could be like way off. Yeah, everything runs in cycles, exactly. So like all that stuff was popular back then, and now it's like now we're old, and now like everything in the 80s and 90s like that I liked, you know. Also, Preview Brother. They bite, they fight. Sewer Shacks. Thanks, Beef. Old school Looney Tunes and Hanna-Barbera stuff, too. Exactly. Yeah, like, why was, like, Looney Tunes, like, so, like, popular? And, like, it was very strange. If you really think about it, like, because I have. That's what I do. So, I do talk about it on Ravioli for Randy. And if you don't know what Ravioli for Randy is, it's a show I do with Joey Royale here, usually every other week. You can watch it. I hope we never revisit the 2020s. The current culture sucks. Well, the good thing is, Midnight Green, by the time they revisit 2020s, I will be dead. Thank God. Well, I hope so. Well, maybe not, though. We'll probably be in our, like, 80s bitching about it. Yeah, so, like, early 90s, like, aesthetic is kind of cool sometimes. But, like, yeah, once you get, like, to the like 2010s and up, there's like a lack of aesthetic to culture, I think. I mean, I could be wrong, but I never really noticed it. Plus, like, really, like, I mean, yeah, if you watch all my other shows and stuff, like, and now I'm going to buy myself a growing in the water shark. Yes. So that's funny you bring it up because the gumball machine that I got, the buck a spin, to win yourself a core rulebooks at the cons, thought about putting in grow robots, because you can buy a bunch of them. Like there's like all this old stock of like gumball machine toys and stuff everywhere on eBay and everything, and that was one of them, was like Gundam grow robots. Thought about putting them in there, but then like if a kid gets it, I'd have to probably explain to him like what it actually is, because we bought the kid like a grow thing, and he didn't understand that it takes time. It doesn't instantly grow once it hits water. Like this new generation doesn't understand the joys of the grow toys. I had a hand in a oversized mayonnaise jar for the longest time as like a teenager, and it grew to like bigger than my hand, and then like the container, I just let it go and go and go, and it was huge. It was amazing. I wish I still had it. But yeah, growing in the water toys are the best. Like, but then you got like the ones that like were plastic that could grow, or like the pills that turned into the foam, like little foam things. I think the kids, Punishment 90 says, I think the kids appreciate the old school no holds barred stuff. Once kids see how non-PC and raw shit was, they love it. My stepdaughter effing loves old action movies and horror retro stuff. I do like to keep it PG-13, but I'll read it. Yeah, exactly. And I think that plays into Neon Lords a lot too, like with the old school, like the high lethality. Like that was a big like thing too when I first started actually like sending out people like question the high lethality, and I was like, no, it's got to be there. That's why you do see Saturday morning mode. Like I did like appease by making it an optional rule to like not be as lethal, but I mean that's what's so much fun. Oh, you're good. It's all good. I swear all the time too, but like Joey keeps me in the right and right. His altar boy past comes out, and he judges me for my swearing off camera. So I try to keep it PG-13 on camera. That's all, because my mom will watch and then she'll be upset. That's all. I don't mind swearing, but yeah, no holds barred. And then like that's like the like the high lethality is part of the he's super wholesome. He's like he's from Riverdale. He's so wholesome. But yeah, like the high lethality like really like is part of the fun of playing. Like you can die in one swoop, but it's like a gruesome, over the top, insane death. But then like you just come back, it's a cartoon, like it's like everybody dies at like the end of the cartoon, and the next one like they're all back with no explanation. That's like the best part. So yeah, I've rambled on for over an hour, and there's people still here, so I'll just sit and chit chat. Why not? 9 o'clock here. Do you know where your kids are? I think it was 10 o'clock, but so yeah, anything else anybody wants to see in the Neon Lords world, I will make it if I can, within reason. Definitely within reason. Prices and things are out of control. I would love to have like shirts on hand and like merch, but it's not feasible. So I got to use like all those websites. Also, it's still super hot. I'm on the East Coast. Yeah. I am in upstate New York, and it is hot. Thank you, Midnight Green. I know where you are. It's probably sweltering. You probably lost 20 pounds and just sweat right now. I will keep doing what I'm doing. That's the ultimate goal. I write things to make myself laugh, and if I do that, if I can achieve that, 82, oh, that's not bad. It's 76 here. PA, it's terrible, I bet. Yep. Yeah, so I write for myself, and if I make myself laugh and I enjoy it, that's all that matters. Like, obviously I care what, like, well, you can't, like, I can't really care what people think, because then I'll be constantly, like, second guessing it, I'll be like, oh, well, what if they don't like this? What if they don't like that? It's like, well, I don't care what people like or don't like. I'm going to make it, I guess. It's kind of weird to say, but, I mean, hey, Like I think it would have been a completely different 250 pages if I like really cared what people thought. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I appreciate it, Midnight Green. You're like my number one fan. Want to do an interview with the library and update what Neon Lord is up to? My guest no showed. Yeah, sure. I'll close this out, and then I'll just have everybody go over to the library, Alexandria RPG Library chat and talk to me over there. I think Neon Lords is niche, but not in the same time. Everyone exposed to it just falls. Exactly, that's the thing. The biggest problem is, okay, yeah, send me the link before I go. The biggest problem is it's the greatest book ever, but nobody ever hears about it because marketing is hard, and I have a hard time with it. So tell your friends, all 10 of you, please. That's the biggest thing. Is like everybody loves the book. Everybody loves it, but like nobody's heard of it. It's like the best kept secret. But yeah, so from there I will close this out. I will head over to the Alexandria RPG and I will continue talking with another face because I've been talking to myself for an hour. Spread the Randy holy words. Oh yeah, brother. I'm undoubtedly in a position I'd like to be in. Yeah. The cream rises to the top. Alright, my bad, Randy's for the night. Okay, from that, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for literally 10 of you sticking around and listening to me babble for an hour. I appreciate it. Go over to the Alexandria RPG Library and hear me babble some more to another person. So, I appreciate it. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.
Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland will be right back. But first, a word from our sponsors.